Hey guys, TL here. So I'm here with another little tutorial breakdown. I know that this one's gonna come out pretty late today. I wanted to do this one earlier, but I have just had a raging migraine today. So yeah. And if you guys want to catch the D&D stuff, it's on the other YouTube channel, Alternate Fantasy Gaming, or on Twitch. So tomorrow we'll be going live around 3:30. I mean, not 3:33 Eastern time. With Merchant Kingdom of Catanate, and then Sunday it'll be Explorers of Helena. Both take place in the same world. Just the Merchant Kingdom is set 200 years after the events of Explorers of Helena. If you guys want to catch that. But that's totally up to you guys. On Twitch, it's Alternate Fantasy Gaming, and then on YouTube, it's also Alternate Fantasy Gaming. But the main reason I'm here with this video is we've been slowly building this out, and I've told you guys, please leave comments if you guys want to actually make a game together on Twitch. We would do it through like the Twitch chat where you guys would give suggestions of how we would build out the party. So we would build 3 more characters, give them names, pick a setting, theme, that kind of stuff. So this is Mandu's house. I've already built that. Built his inside with the others. Built him. So this video, I wanted to go over enemies, and kind of set some enemies up. And go over the difference between like region ID and setting them up via weight system. So either or. So I do need to set up 2 more tile sets. I haven't done that, so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly set up 2 more tile sets. So I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me set that up. So it'd be real quick, and then we're gonna set up. So again, you would just go to your database, tile sets. We're just gonna do overworld 2, world type, and then dungeon 2. And I'm gonna change this maximum because I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot more tile sets. So go ahead and just change that. World. Really all that is. And then dungeon. I am going to go back and fix this stuff. Wait, yeah, okay. I want dungeon A. Because we're all doing A. So that's what I'm going to set these up with, because that's what I currently... So that's 4, 4, 5... B, and let's see. So just so I know the difference, I'm gonna put a freak. That's not what I wanted. A sec. Okay, I'm gonna put A. I'm gonna put A underscore A underscore A over world 2. A underscore. This is just a naming convention so that way I know. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video really quick, that way you guys don't have to see me go through and X and do that, as I've already shown that in another video of how to set up tile sets. Don't figure I need to go over that again, so real quick, gonna pause the video, go through that real quick, myself, so I can have these set up, and then we'll build out the 2 maps and set up the essential encounters for them. Alright, so I just went through and set everything up for the tile sets. So I'm just gonna hit new. Ignore the thing that just popped up. To town 1. We'll just call this. We're going to use dungeon 2. There's a reason for this. I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to, from here, I'm going to hit new. Map to town 2. And we're going to do overworld. So there's a reason I did that. So I'm going to go into the database and move these duties. These doodads. These doodads. This doodad. And this doodad. That's currently all we have, but we need to go here. Let's change it to like 10. We got a goblin, a little gnome, a little crow, a little treant, and that thing. None of those are really desert monsters, so don't really care about those guys. That's cute. Oh, that's cute. I imported a lot of stuff, so I'm just Mummy might fit. But that would be more like if we're in an actual tomb. That's neat. I think we could use like a worm. Worms are good. So we'll do a worm. We'll give it I'll name it Desert Worm. Actually, let's see what different use we can give it. Make it like red. We'll say 15. I think it's defense 15. Worms are pretty quick, so like 17. And we'll say it gives like 50 experience. So we have a desert worm. Yeah, salamander. I guess just normal colors, alright. We'll call it Sally. Nah. We'll do... salamander. We'll say it's 150. We'll say its attack's 15. Its defense is 15. They're pretty quick dudes as well. We'll say they're also worth like 50. Let's do... sandy worm. Let's make him have 400. Make his attack be like 20. His defense be like 20. His agility be like 20. Let's say you get 100 experience from him. Click apply. I'm gonna click OK. So, when we got this map, so remember, we're in a desert, guys. So, let's build out so that you notice there is still a generate dungeon if you want to do that. And you can click, you want like whatever you want and whatever you want. So this, that, and that. Let's see what it gives us. That doesn't do anything. Generate again. That doesn't do anything. Okay. So we're just gonna take this, take this, take this, take this, take this. Alright. So I'm gonna take this. And so he's coming from the south. So we're gonna just, currently we're gonna fill the whole space. But he is coming from the south. So we're gonna get a little row here. So that's where he's coming from. He's coming from there. So we're gonna say that town is like that away. So that's the way town is. This is a pretty boring map, but that's the way town is at least. So we have that basic general gist because you're coming from the south and you're going that way to town. Alright, well, let's spruce this up a little bit. A little bit, little bit, little bit. See, don't really like the dungeon tile sets, so I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna hit edit. I'm gonna hit outside 2, because I think outside 2 is actually gonna work better. So, again, I'm just gonna take this and go this and this. We know he's coming from about here. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit, let me do this where it's set up as the layer. There we go. Layer 2. And we're gonna do this. So he's coming from about here. And he's gonna go that's the way to town. Alright, so that's the way to town. But let's say he actually lives up on a cliff here. So there's cliff, and that is where. So we need. Well, they give us this thing. Oh, I need the bottom half. So that's what I'm building. Duh. I always forget. Alright, so one sec here. And that's there. So that's where he lives. Actually, yeah, let's go with that gradient, because then I can so nope. So that looks good. Alright, so there's that. Probably some random spruces of brush. I don't like that spruce of brush there. But maybe spruce of brush there. Maybe some. Oh, nope. We want cactuses up here. We'd have to do that. That still doesn't look right, so not too worried about that. So got some cactuses. This is just a general little path leading to town. Let's go back to automatic. This is generally what it looks like right now. I'm okay with that. So that's pretty good. So I'm gonna hit edit. So I'm gonna specify my battle back to be. We're in the desert, so let's pick a desert background here. There we go. Ooh, there's some more deserts. Desert is good. Alright, let's see. This desert, this desert. I like this desert. So, oh, I forgot to put them in as troops. Okay, so, after you've got your enemies set up, so we have desert worm, salamander, and sandworm. We do have to go in here. We're just going to change this to 10 for our troops. And so, we've got our desert worm. I'll put him over here. desert worms. Autoimmune. Salamander. Salamander. Now, I think if you're facing a sandworm, I'm probably just facing one of them. And you might come across these two guys working together. I think that could happen. So now I can hit edit. Yeah, we'll put them at weight 5. We'll put salamander at weight 7. We'll put these guys at weight 2. And we'll put the sandworm at weight 10. Okay, alright. Oh, also, this you can autoplay BMG, autoplay BMS, disable dashing. So this is your encounter step rate. This is the average number of steps. We're gonna leave it at 30. Well, I'm gonna cut it down to 20. Just to make sure we'll run into something there. So I have this set up. But I think what I'm gonna do is actually go in here, tile sets. So what you can do, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go to World A, World B, hit edit, and do inside 2. I'm gonna go ahead and make the battle back the same that we did. Have it be desert. I already passed by it. Desert, and click OK. And then click OK. Edit. One sec. So I'm going to go ahead and hit layer 1. Go ahead and do that. So I like to make sure, so this came down here, so I like to actually count 1, 2, 3, okay, so about 4 spaces up is where this is, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then town is going to be right here. So, and I need to go in here real quick. Star, XX, X, star, XX, real quick. Use the circles, make these stars, so that way they can pass behind them. Star, no, sorry, you want these X's, because you don't want them going back there. So we're gonna have, since this is a desert, we're gonna have it be, I like this town. That's our little desert town. I want this town instead. No, I don't like that town. I like this town. Yeah, I like that town. Or do I like... It's more of an oasis town. Maybe that town. I like that town. So that's our town. And then let's give this area some cactuses. But we did have the region up top here. So I'm gonna go ahead and build that just to keep saying, hey, we still have a region up here. Maybe that's something that can be built on later. And still want some cactuses. Gonna have some brush, some general brush here. Seems pretty alright. So, main dude, we need to add an event. Simply transfer player to here. Player touch. And then player touch. I like to have all my stuff set to player touch. So, and it won't actually conflict. So, is that the one sec, guys? Okay, I'm clicking on the top one. So that is something I do try to make sure. So that's the top. So I want to make sure that this and this one match up with where the player actually transfers to on the map. Map. So I think the top one we're gonna hit. So go ahead and set these guys up. Transfer. And transfer that. Okay, hit Y. Oh, accidentally left that as the action button. And that is player touch. Alright, so set this back here. I'm going to set some region IDs. So region 1 is going to be this grassy areas. Region 2 is going to be all of this area. Sec. Coloring it in, guys. Don't worry, there's going to be a region 3. One sec. So this is region 2. And then region 3, here is the road. So I have this set up. Regions 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so now I'm going to hit edit. And specific region IDs. So the desert worm is going to be specifically in region 2. Weight of 2. Okay. The salamander is going to be specifically in region 1 with the weight of 2. The sandworm is going to be specifically in region 2 with the weight of 7. These guys are going to be specifically in region 3 with the weight of 5. And these guys are also going to be in now what you can do is you can hit edit and also in region 2 and also in region 1. So these are going to be in all 3 regions because A, the desert worms are in region 2, salamanders are in region 1, but they're also going to be on the road. And I feel also that the salamanders would probably go on region 3 with the weight of 2. And then you hit OK. So that's all set up. You'd hit save. Okay, so we'll see if this works. It should. Let me move the test game. Ooh, let me turn it down, guys. Alright, so the main dude's house. I'm just gonna enter his house so you guys can see the updated house. This is all of his house. If I hit what I would like to rest. Yay, I rested. Alright. Oh, battle! Oh no, salamanders escape. No, salamanders. Yay! Oh, sweet. Yay! Leveled up. Okay, so now I have this specifically set up with different region IDs. So I'm gonna run around here until I know. No. No. as you see, you can have it literally set up to have different region IDs. So that way you can set up specifically if you want specific enemies in a specific area, as we did there. So where you can have, you know, specific things in specific areas. And then of course you would go to town and, you know, probably buy healing stuffs. Actually, I'd probably have healing stuffs in his house. That way he would start off with nothing. But that's region IDs and setting up enemies with region IDs and weight systems. Of course, you can also go through and I didn't really get into the enemies other than just setting them up with region IDs and the weight system, but you can go through and set up the different items they would drop. So maybe you have a salamander drop a certain thing, maybe you have it drop some gold, that way he can, your characters can buy stuff. You can, I just had them attack, but maybe the salamander has like, always, so maybe he has like a, fire attack or something. Like a fire breath, for instance. So you would turn that on, rating, and just have it on, and then you would click apply, and then the salamander has like a fire breath or something, if you wanted it to have that. I'm just gonna hit delete, and then click apply. Apply is always your friend, but essentially you would, you know, do that. You can change their hit points, max HP, max MP, attack, defense, magic attack, magic defense, agility, luck. Going back to this, you can have the skill. The rating says how often they'll do it, always, how many turns, what HP. So like, if they're, you know, at a certain HP, will they heal themselves? If they're at a certain MP, will they do this? If they have a certain state, will they do this? If the party level is with this, will they do this? Will they switch out this skill with this? And so forth. You can assign them different traits, and so forth. Of course, you can assign them different colors. If you have, you know, maybe you have different enemies that have different colors based on where the people, where your group travels to. That's, you know, that can happen, just like in real life. You know, variation based on where they lived. You could also make you can make specific skills based on the enemies. I'm not going to go into that in this video. I'm probably do a video next week going into how to set up skills. If you want to make a specific skill, probably also do a video next week on items, how to make specific like items and weapons and armor. If we, you know, if you want to do that, it's not terribly hard, but we can go into that as well next week. So probably at least 2 more videos for that. That's not terribly hard. But we're gonna hit OK. Again, we're gonna hit save because we always want to save our game, even though there's really not that much. But yeah, whatever this is coming along wonderfully, guys. So I will see you guys next time.